Dude, if you can hear this wind outside, it is so crazy. We're having like this like obnoxious windstorm. I need it to stop because it's freaking my dog out and it's annoying the heck out of me. Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing my current favorites. These are things that I've been using for a really long time, and also kind of mostly like January, February. So before we jump into it, don't forget to hit the like button on this video and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. So what I'm gonna do is I have a bunch of stuff sitting here and I'm gonna split it up between like fitness oriented and like healthy things and then also like beauty stuff. So I'll kind of do them in like those separate groups and not just kind of go all over the place. So if you want to see the fitness stuff first, you know, just stay right here. And then if you just want to see the beauty stuff, you can kind of like fast forward a little bit toward the middle / end of the video. So first thing I'm going to talk about are these leggings that were from Oxjox that I ordered on Amazon. They are the Vital Seamless dupe, and I will just say that I'm just so pleasantly surprised with how well these were replicating the actual Vital Seamless from Gymshark that I kind of had to throw them in here. If you're looking for something that's a little bit cheaper, I would definitely, I recommend that you go check these out. I think for the price, you really can't beat it, especially if you just can't afford to buy Gymshark. And it's really nice that they're on Amazon Prime as well. So definitely give these a look if you're looking for a new pair of leggings and just something that's really comfortable and kind of fun. Okay, second, I just want to mention, I did my little video with Dan, gosh, was that like January maybe, where we tried out a bunch of women's best items, and I would say by far out of all of it, these BCAA aminos, this is the iced tea peach, these are our favorite. I've even had some other friends try it and they're like blown away by how great these taste. And I keep seeing more and more like photos and videos of the women's best BCAAs in different flavors, and I just need to get my hands on more. But these are really good, especially if you're looking for something that maybe you could just sip on throughout the day, and I don't know, maybe you're used to kind of drinking soda or something like that and want to switch to something that helps you recover and also has a little bit of some kind of flavor that's enjoyable to drink. I would definitely check these out because they are gluten-free, lactose-free, and vegan. So, and you get a decent amount in here. You get 40 servings. Yeah, I think they're really good. So try those out. Next, so these two things kind of go hand in hand. I'm obsessed with these Kodiak cakes. This is just the buttermilk flavor, and I ended up buying the giant box from Costco because this one's pretty much empty. And for me right now, my goal is to really lose some body fat, and I'm trying to stay away from cookies and like desserts and stuff like that. So what I do with these is I make them up. It's part of my meal. Half a cup of this, of the powder, when you just mix it with water, is 190 calories. So, and what I'll show you in a second is that I make little waffles out of these. I don't even do the pancakes, and it's just enough to curb my sweet tooth, and it gives you the protein and the carbs that you need. So I highly recommend that you try these if you haven't already. I know they're really popular, so most people have. This next thing kind of goes along with it. I went to my friend's house, it was at the beginning of January, and she had one. I don't think it was this exact one, it might have been, I'm not real sure. But she made these cute little waffles at her house for brunch, and I was kind of obsessed with the idea. So I had been looking for a little mini waffle iron, and I got this from Target. This is the Dash little mini waffle maker, and it makes like little cute baby waffles. And it's perfect when you're using the Kodiak cakes because 1/2 of a cup of this with water and you mix it up makes about 3 to 4, depending on how big you make them, of these little baby waffles, and it's like the perfect amount. It fills you up, and it kind of, like I said, it curbs that sweet tooth. So if you're looking for a little baby waffle iron, I recommend that you get this. It was only $10 at Target and super easy to clean. I haven't had an issue with it. I've used it a ton since I've gotten it. So this is super cute. The colors, I think they even have like a pink one, maybe a red one, a black one. Like I said, this one is from Dash and I got it at Target. All right, next thing, these are the Starkist Tuna Creations. So I had purchased these. This one is actually Dan's favorite flavor. Mine is the jalapeno. Oh my goodness. So I know that like you should probably eat tuna when you're trying to lose body fat and build muscle, but I just I don't love the flavor of tuna. I feel like I'm eating cat food. So these flavored ones actually are really great for if you're trying to find something that's like a quick snack. I try to be careful because I don't like adding soy into my diet if I don't have to. These lemon pepper ones, for whatever reason, have soy in them, so these aren't my favorite. I try not to buy these. But the jalapeno one and a few others do not have soy. So if you're looking for something that tastes really good and you want a quick snack, because I think this one's 80 calories and I believe that the jalapeno one is 70 calories. So what I'll do is, if I'm just really hungry and I need to kind of fill myself up, I'll just grab one of these out of the cupboard and I'll just snack on it. And it kind of does enough that it gives me the feeling of being full without like eating a full meal, and it kind of holds me over until I have my next meal. So if you're looking for a quick snack, I recommend that you give these a try if you haven't already. Like I said, this one is only 80 calories, but you also get 18 grams of protein. So for me, I have a hard time adding extra protein, so this is perfect for when I'm trying to do that. One thing that I don't have in front of me that has been a favorite since I watched one of the Whitney Simmons videos, and she recommended that I try, not that I try it personally, but that we try it from Trader Joe's, are the Power Crunch bars. So I kind of started out buying them there. I was buying them every single week. I was buying the vanilla, the chocolate, and the peanut butter. I'm not really a salted caramel fan, so I did not buy those. But I've been obsessed with the vanilla one especially, and the chocolate peanut butter one has been really good. So those are the 4 flavors that the Trader Joe's by me carries. And when I started going and branching out and looking at other supermarkets, I noticed that there were like a ton more flavors. I had no idea. So they also have a mint chocolate chip one, which is pretty good. They have a just like plain peanut butter one that doesn't have any chocolate. I really like that one. And like the vanilla is still one of my favorites. So I would say the vanilla and the peanut butter one are like top faves. And then they also have a red velvet, which is, it's okay. Like cookies and cream. I mean, they have a ton. So if you're looking for something that is kind of like a dessert type of flavor, type of idea, I would say give those a try because it makes you feel like you're having a dessert without actually having dessert. And then the last thing in terms of, second last thing, sorry, in terms of fitness things is I've been looking for a new protein powder. I use one from Designer Way that goes in my oatmeal all the time, and I also get that at Trader Joe's. That's like an all-time favorite. It has some B vitamins in it and it gives me a little bit of energy, and I love that one. But I was also looking for something that I could just mix up with water because the Designer Way one I don't love with water. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to drinking protein just with like straight water and no milk. So I was looking for something that would taste really good. I've heard so many good things about this one, and I finally purchased it, and I'm really glad I did because it's actually sold out. So I'm sorry if you're looking to purchase this specific flavor, you can't get it anymore. It was kind of a limited time thing, but they do have other flavors which also sound amazing. But this is the Bowmar Nutrition. This is the protein frosted cookie. Now I cannot speak on the rest of their protein powders, but I would imagine that they're very similar in terms of the base, and then they just kind of change out the flavor. So it is very, very sweet, but I would say that out of anything that you have to drink just with water, this is probably one of the best tasting ones that I've ever had. Also, I would say that when you mix it with water, it doesn't have like a gritty texture. It's pretty smooth, and I think that's what really makes me like this the most. It is just a tad bit too sweet for me, but the like smoothness and the ability to drink it with just water outweighs all of that. So I reach for this when I just need to take a protein shake after working out. This is really awesome. The nutrition facts on this is 1 scoop is 28 grams, it's 120 calories, it's 1 gram of fat, 2 carbs, and 22 grams of protein, which for me, I have a really hard time getting enough protein, and I always get too much fat and too much carbs. So this is really awesome for me to just supplement, you know, not necessarily a meal, but if I'm just looking to get more protein into my diet for the day, I will reach for a protein shake of this, and it tastes amazing. Okay, last fitness thing that I want to mention, which is actually a exercise move at the gym, so I don't have it in front of me. And I can insert a video of it because I did it yesterday and my legs hurt so bad from it, which in a good way. It is when you are on, I don't even know the like technical name for it, but you're on the Smith machine and you're doing a squat. So it's kind of a Smith machine squat, but you put your feet super far out in front of you and you sink your butt into the squat, and it's really great at targeting your quads. I have a super hard time getting my quads sore, so this is an amazing way for me to actually feel like I did something for my quads, and they are screaming today. They hurt so bad. It even hurts to walk down the stairs, which I know sounds like a really bad thing, and I'm sitting here like, oh, they hurt so bad, but in a good way, I promise. So I will insert the video and you can see what I'm talking about. I recommend that you try that because you won't regret it. Well, you will, but in a good way. Okay, that concludes the fitness portion of the video. Now we're gonna move on to beauty items that are my fave right now. The first thing I have is this Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub in the scent Moroccan Rose. Oh my goodness, this smells amazing. It has this like really like luxurious kind of like sexy scent to it. It is very similar, I would say, to the smell of like Moroccan oil. It has that kind of similar vibe to it. So if you're looking for a new scrub, I would say check this one out. I like it because it doesn't get like super oily and it doesn't make your tub slippery, and that's always been like an issue where I don't want to like slip and crack my head in the tub, and this one does not do that, so I love that. And then the second one is this Wet n Wild lip scrub in watermelon. I have been looking for this stuff for like, no joke, probably like 3 months. It's really hard to find, and it smells like what is that? Is that like Hubba Bubba? Like when you were a kid and you had the Hubba Bubba watermelon gum? That's exactly what this smells like. You get in here 0.35 ounces, so it's not a ton. I want to say it's like a couple bucks. I found this at CVS and it was the last one on the shelf. It's so super hard to find. If you like the smell of watermelon, get this. It's amazing. I love it, and it tastes really good too. I'm gonna go ahead and just mention Myro. I am wearing this today. I do keep reaching for this over and over again. In terms of a natural deodorant, this is the one that I keep putting on, which means that it must be decent. I don't have bad deo with this. I love the smell. I'm probably getting close to needing a new pod in here. But this one by far has been the best one that I have tried. I do have another video coming up with another deodorant that has 0 aluminum in it, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and make sure you're subscribed and ring the bell so you know when that video comes out. But for a natural deodorant, this is one I've been reaching for over and over again. And if you're looking for a natural deodorant that has a decent smell and, you know, actually performs pretty well throughout the day, this is my top pick, so check this one out. I know it's the beginning of March and we're all at that point where we feel like we haven't seen the sun in like eons, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So I did pick up this San Tropez Gradual Tan Classic. This one is in medium dark, and this has been really good for me just to feel like I'm not as pasty as I normally am. And if you're looking for just kind of like an easy way to gradual tan yourself, I really like this one. It's very similar to the Jergens, so if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, I would go with Jergens, but I ended up getting this on sale and it wasn't too bad, so I just picked this one up, and I'm almost out of it. I'm probably gonna need another one, but it does a really good job at looking very natural. It doesn't look orange. I do have issues around my wrists and my hands, but I don't think that that's like the fault of this. I just think that that's me applying it poorly. So if you can get this on sale, or if you don't care how much it costs, I would go with this one. I feel like it gives you the most like natural looking tan versus like that orangey color. So this is my top pick for that. I switched over to this Hello Natural Friendly Hello Activated Charcoal. I just said hello like 18 times in a row. This is the Hello Activated Charcoal Extra Freshening Mouthwash. This is natural mint with coconut oil, and I so far really like this. It does a good job of making me feel refreshed and I like that it doesn't have any alcohol, dyes, SLS, sulfates, all that nasty stuff in it. I did get this at Target. I was just kind of skimming their website with anything that's new that's come in. And I've seen this in toothpaste too. I have not tried it, but I do like this mouthwash. I don't know that it's necessarily like whitened my teeth. I don't even know if it claims that, but it does have charcoal in it, so that kind of is like a given that it's supposed to be like whitening. It doesn't say anything about whitening, so I think it does what it claims. It does make you feel pretty fresh, and you know you're not putting any junk into your mouth. All right, let's talk about this Oribe. This is the Gold Lust Dry Shampoo. I ended up getting this in my friend's FabFitFun box. She got it and did not like it, so she gave it to me, and I did not like it at first, and then I kept using it, and the more I used it, the more I liked it. The scent to me is the thing I don't think that I like. So, and it's growing on me now, but I'm not a huge fan of the smell of this. But in terms of what it does for like your oily hair, it does not leave like that white cast on your hair. It actually feels like it soaks up the oil and does a good job of making you feel refreshed. I did use it today. Maybe my hair looks nasty and you can just like tell me, but I feel like for the most part this does a really good job, and I don't even know how much this costs because someone gave it to me, but yeah, I really recommend this if you're looking, if you have darker hair like me at the root and don't want that white cast. This does a good job of soaking up the oil and making you look like, not necessarily like you just washed your hair, but that you don't look like a nasty bum. We're down to the last couple, I promise, and these ones should go pretty quick. This from, this is actually from Urban Outfitters. This is an $18 perfume in Pistachio Brulee. Oh my goodness. So I am obsessed. You can tell it's completely empty for the most part. I'm just gonna, yes. It has a really good vanilla scent to it. And if you're not familiar with these, I forget the name. There's no name on it. But this, these are $18 from Urban Outfitters. I have a second one that I just repurchased. I also have another scent that is not as much of a favorite, but this one I wear almost every single day. I probably am that person that sprays entirely too much because I've used this whole bottle. If you're looking for like a very natural kind of vanilla-y scent, I would go with this one. I have the Whiskey Noir one, which has a vanilla scent, but it's very musky and is a more like heavy scent, and this one just feels a little bit more light and airy. So this is amazing, and at the price point of $18, like, yes please, all day long. All right, you can tell that I've used a lot of this. This is the Ahava Dead Sea Water Mineral Hand Cream. If you have dry skin like I do in the winter, this is a like lifesaver. The smell kind of smells like baby powder, or like, I don't know. It's like it smells like kind of like if you use something on a baby, like that's kind of like the vibe that I get from it. But it is like by far the best hand cream I have ever used. I get like super dry. I actually have one right now. This is like a little scab that I got from, I just washed my hands so much, and this really coats my hands without feeling greasy. It is paraben free, which is awesome. It is approved for sensitive skin and allergy tested. It doesn't say anything about like having or not having any other bad ingredients, but I know that they try to stay pretty natural as much as possible. They do sell this at Ulta, so wait for a 20% off coupon and get this, because it is kind of expensive for the amount that you get in here. But in the winter, like, I don't think this is something you need to have on hand all year round. It's just something that in the winter months when your skin gets super dry and scaly, this is something that you need to have in your purse because it really does work. The face, I ended up getting this. You can tell it's a trial size and I'm almost out of it. This is the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I also have the eye cream, which I really love, and that's the only one I've been using right now, but I only brought this one to show you. This one is the all over face moisturizer. It is perfect for wearing underneath. It is perfect for wearing underneath foundation and just being the perfect base for your makeup day. I think that it soaks into the skin. I really like gel moisturizers because I do have oily skin, and I feel like with a gel moisturizer, it's not as like thick and I don't feel as oily as quick throughout the day, and I feel like it sinks in and it's just ready to go pretty quickly, where if I put like a normal moisturizer on, it feels kind of heavy and I don't feel like it dries as quick. Like this does a really good job soaking into the skin and you know, moisturizing, but also feeling very light and not super heavy. So this is a really great one. I need to go purchase the full size. All right, last two things. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing them. All right, we just did a video on this. This is almost empty. You can see through it, or at least I can. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation and Concealer. I love both of these. I wear this one almost every single day, and I wear this whenever I feel like I need to put concealer on or I'm not being lazy. But this is amazing. If you haven't watched my video on this yet, I will link it down below and you can check it out. But this is awesome. It comes with a pump, super easy to use, blends really well. It's kind of like a medium coverage foundation, but looks really natural. And this is like a holy grail product for me. I love it. It is paraben free and has a lot of good ingredients in it. It's supposed to be kind of like anti-pollution. That's like their claim with it. And I don't know, I love it. I think some people just like either love it or hate it. And for the most part, I would say people love it. Like all the reviews show that people really like it. And I am one of those people. So if you need a new foundation and are trying to kick some of the nasty ingredients, this is a good one to try out. I'm like out of breath. I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want this video to be like a million years long. Last thing on the list, guys, we made it to the end. This is the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist, and I bought this after it was in a video of Tati's, and I know I talk about her so much, but she's one of those people I just always watch every time she puts out a video. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I watch her videos and I really trust what she says, and I was not disappointed with this. Obviously this is pretty much gone, and I have another one sitting on my bathroom vanity. This has hyaluronic acid and black oat, which I don't know what black oat does, but I know that hyaluronic acid is really good for anti-aging, and it's really just great for the skin. It says that this is a feather light mist-on moisturizer that provides a surge of hydration with hyaluronic acid to plump skin by trapping moisture. So I think that Tati's big thing about this is like the sprayer. It comes out super nice. In terms of setting the foundation, I've talked about this before. I am not like a beauty guru. I am a normal person who wears makeup, and I don't always do the professional or right thing. I really was not setting my foundation for a while. I was using powder, and I probably looked like a powdered donut most of the time and just didn't even realize it. You know, setting spray was just not something that I thought I needed. I thought that was just kind of like a little extra, and I don't know, I felt like I'd be a diva if I used that every single day, but this honestly has changed my mind. So after I put my powder on and I'm done with everything, I will spray this all over the face, and I feel like it just kind of like locks everything in, makes me look really hydrated and natural and not cakey. So I would say that if you're kind of like me and we're unsure if it was a little bit like of a diva move to use a setting spray every day, even when you're just going to work, just try this out. If you're looking for something that's easy to grab, it is kind of like on the expensive side, I feel like. I want to say it's like $15 from Target, so I do think that that's a little bit pricey, but it's so worth it in my opinion. It does have a scent to it, so if you are kind of sensitive to smells, I don't know, you'd have to give it a try. I don't think it's like super like overbearing or anything, but it does have a scent, so just be aware of that. So if you are looking for something that is kind of anti-aging and also helps set your makeup, this is like my #1 choice, although I don't really use anything else, so I have nothing to really compare it to, but this is like what I reach for every single day. And sometimes I even spray it on my skin without makeup on, just to kind of give myself like a boost of hydration. So yes, A+ for this. I will keep repurchasing until I find something else I like. We have finally made it to the end of the video. I am out of breath. I am tired. There was a lot of products here, but hopefully you enjoyed watching what I have liked over the past couple months. Hopefully you found something that maybe you can try out, and hopefully it's something that you will enjoy as well. Leave me a comment down below with something that you are currently enjoying and something that is currently your favorite, either beauty or fitness or both. I love to try out new products, and I really like to hear from you guys what you like. I know that I'm sitting here giving you a lot of information, but I also like like your feedback as well. So leave a comment down below with something that you think I should try out. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button before you leave and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.